Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. We're going to talk about Canada today, and I think it's very important to talk about Canada because they are our brothers to the north, and they're part of the West, right? They're part of the West, the U.S., United States of America, Canada, Great Britain, and Europe, all together in this war against China, Russia, and the rest of the world when it comes to our economies. And put it down in the section below who you think is going to win this economic war that's going on right now as the world fractures into two reserve currencies. Guys, Canada had a blowout jobs report. Now, to say blowout, it is an understatement. You see, compared to us in America, our economists come out and they are wrong, but it's like they're wrong just a little bit, right? You know, so it's not that bad. They went to school, they studied really hard, they got a ton of student loan debt, and they don't own a lot themselves, but they go out and guess what's going to happen next in the economy. And I say guess because they're always wrong. And they're wrong a little bit, right? Canada was wrong a lot. Now, I want to know, if you're from Canada, I want to know if you believe these numbers. Do you believe job growth is exploding this much, all right? It says right here, I'm going to link the story below for you guys. It's entitled, Canada's Job Blowout Sends Bets Swinging to Oversized Rate Hike. And guys, that rate hike, regardless of the size of the job market, is not needed, not wanted, because it is going to cause a lot of pain in the real economy for Main Street, being that mortgages are going to get more expensive and everything else is going to get more expensive. It says right here, the Canadian economy posted a blowout job gain in October, coming in 10 times higher than forecasts, and the jobless rate held steady. Think about that. 10 times higher than forecast. So I guess you could say that their economists are even worse. Yeah, so ours are bad. I mean, they missed it by this much. Canada missed it by, well, I mean, I need a bigger ruler. Lots of guys say that. No, but they don't mean it. Seriously, it's just the truth. 10 times higher than forecast. Put down in the comment section if you think that is real. Do you really think that you had that much more jobs added to the economy? Or are these like partial jobs where people are underemployed and they have to go get another job? Now it says, the big beat upping the market calls for another oversized rate hike. The economy added a net 108,300 jobs last month, easily beating forecasts for 10,000 new jobs. Boy, that was a small forecast. While the jobless rate was unchanged, now think about this, unchanged at 5.2%. Man, unchanged, but you had that big of a blowout. The unexpectedly strong jobs figure came from just a week after Canada's central bank surprised markets with a smaller than expected interest rate hike, hiking by 50 basis points to 3.75%, and signaling its tightening cycle was nearing its peak. It seems Bank of Canada Governor Macklem zigged when he should have zagged. Judging by these numbers, they're very strong. I'm surprised, actually, said Derek Holt, Vice President of Capital Markets Economists at Scotiabank. Weird, another economist that's surprised by numbers that they didn't guess. While other data will be coming before the next BOC rate meeting in December, the jobs surge suggests another 50-point increase may be coming, he said. The employment report bolstered market bets on a 50 basis point increase in December, with investors signaling a roughly 65% change, up from 50% before the data. The policy rate is now seen peaking at 4.5% next year, early next year. Let me add a little something. Just have a little cup of coffee in your Christmas mug. I believe that you're going to start seeing governments fudge the numbers a little bit on employment and the strength of the economies in order to raise the interest rate on their currency. And the reason why is because we used to go to a race to the base, right? We saw it with China and other countries where they were lowering rates, they were printing money, they were trying to get as much stuff with their currency as they could for a while. And now we're seeing the opposite, where currencies are falling due to inflation around the world. Countries are looking for more and more reasons to raise their rates. They want to bring strength to their own currency so it doesn't look like the worst smelling turd in the punch bowl. We already know that the dollar is the best smelling, but you don't want to be the worst smelling. I mean, you all stink. You're all in the same tub. You're like, all right, I just don't want to stink the worst. That's really where they are, where they're at. They want to be able to hold as much value as they can and try and quell inflation, right? But the problem is every time you raise interest rates in an inflationary environment, you actually hurt inflation. You cause it to be worse for a short period of time. And that is because people are already dealing with the actual act of inflation, plus now they're dealing with higher costs of borrowing. So that just exacerbates the problem. Now it says total employment edged just above May 2022 levels. Again, we're talking about China, guys. I know we're China. Boy, that was a slip. We're talking about Canada, guys. We're talking about Canada. But I was thinking about Justin Trudeau, so I instantly went to China. Sorry. Hey, you guys got to vote that guy out. It's like Gavin Newsom on steroids. I mean, I'm just saying, that's what happens when the pew-pews go away. You take that right away from the people, all of a sudden the governments go, oh, what? We could get away with anything? Crap, let's do this, let's do that. After that trucker ordeal, holy cow, Trudeau needs to go. But don't worry, we got to get rid of Newsom too. And we got to get rid of our president. So I guess we got a lot of things to get rid of. Hey guys, America, if you're listening, we're voting on Tuesday. Do something about it. Now it says, but analysts noted the 6-month rolling average for jobs was less impressive than on October's strong showing, averaging under 10,000 a month, suggesting a more subdued upward march. Now, there's one other point I wanted to make before we get off of this. Oh, this is what it was. The Liberal-led government also set out billions in new spending on Thursday to support low-income workers, among other things. Now, I just want to explain something right here. Let's talk about the Liberal government. This is what they do. It's extremely simple. If you're new to politics, geopolitics, economics, things like that, there is a type of human being, and they're not all there. And all they do is they buy votes. They don't earn votes through good work, hard work, and making the country better. They earn votes by voting people or showing people that they can vote themselves prosperity. That is, if you vote for me, I will take someone else's money and I will give it to you. And you don't got to do that much. But the cool thing is if you vote for me, I'll give you a little bit of money, and then I'm going to make a crap ton of money on the backside through private deals and special interests. And then what happens is, over time, we're going to turn this government from something that seems to be free into somewhere where you're a total slave. And I've got a big wall around my house. Pretty cool, huh? It's almost like going back to serfdom. I'm going to become a monarch as a public official, and you are going to be a slave that's even more of a slave. That is exactly what's going on. There's other people that really do want to make a difference and help people, and I think this time in life is the most important time in life right now to vote properly. And that's not vote yourself prosperity. Vote for what's right, and that's usually the hard thing. But throughout our world's history, our countries weren't built by people that made easy decisions. They made tough decisions, not only for themselves, but they made the decisions that would benefit their families, their communities, and their countries. Canada, hope you get rid of that dude. That guy's a renob. I'm not going to lie. Justin Trudeau is a total renob. You can actually hashtag renob on this video and hashtag Trudeau too. Actually, you know what? Hashtag Trudeau is a renob because I think he is. And I think it's time that we all stand up. But how do you do it? Canada, get out of debt. Get out of debt. Get out of debt. Get out of debt. Don't get in new debt. Buy some gold and silver. Get out of the currency that you're in that is continually falling against other currencies, that is putting you in the hurt locker, and then get ready to crush it. When the banks try and buy up all your assets, you're going to go up and you're going to buy up all the assets of the other people that didn't think about this. Warn people, but do your best to go crush it compared to the banks. All right, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.